图播放 PPT。
好，那我们现在开始。
那摄像头能打开吗？不打开了。
不打开了。
等一下。
Wait a minute.
OK。
应该我这个就是谁说话应该就放全屏这样子。
全屏。
对，就比如说谁在讲话，然后哪个人就。
你右击你那个人，然后选择为所有人聚焦看一下手机。
可以啊，那我开始啊。
为什么是这样？
我觉得也 OK 吧，反正那个图已经很小。
等一下。这样。好，准备开始啊。
开始了啊。Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2024 Greentech and Inaugural Roadshow, the Greentech pitching session. And it's my pleasure to host today's gathering of innovation and collaboration. So firstly, I would like to express thanks to our partner, Inaugural of HDB, and for their invaluable effort and support to today's event. And please say hi to the audience.
Hello, we're very glad to be again together in another session of Greek companies pitching in front of Chinese investor audience. Thanks to you, Yadi, and your kind efforts. So feel free to proceed. Thank you again.
Thank you. And today we are honored to host 6 Greentech companies, and each company has been allotted around 10 minutes, including the presentation and the Q&A sessions. So for every speaker, when you share the screen, please make it in full screen. And we hope that today's event can help great companies connect cooperation opportunities in China. So now let's dive right into the heart of today's event, and it's time to introduce the first team. And please join me in welcoming from Air.
Okay. Mr. Diabatidis, you may proceed.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me share my screen. I suppose you can see it right now?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, clear.
Okay. Lovely. So may I start?
Yes, please.
So good morning and thank you very much for hosting us. I'm Stamatis Diabatidis. I'm the co-founder of Farmer, a plant stress management company specializing in the early and accurate detection of plant stress. But what is plant stress? Well, plant stress can be caused by biotic or abiotic factors. It is hindering the plant to reach its full potential. It is increasing production costs while it is reducing both the quality and the quantity of the final output. More importantly, there are stress like pathogens, which in the very early years of infection do not express their symptoms, but they can be highly contaminated. What is more, plant stress is still detected too late. Why? Well, because technologies available in the market today, they mostly measure chlorophyll content, or they classify stress when symptoms are already visible, and therefore they can only assert the problem which is already or it will soon become evident. But it was known in the academic world since the 80s that the first symptom of a stress plant, any kind of stress, is the stomatal closure of its leaves, and consequently, the increase of the temperature. So, what if we would actually see increase of temperature from stomatal closure? Well, in Farmer we can. We managed to overcome all known problems, and by using thermal and optical images powered by machine learning, computer vision, and AI, we can see what no one else can. We are agronomist MRI. We can detect plant stress on a leaf level and long before the onset of any symptom. As you will see in the next slide, in trunk diseases, we can detect stress as early as 2 to 3 years ahead, saving time, effort, and a net of 35% of the contamination cost. So take a look at this case. This is what the farmer could see since 2020. Plain green leaves, right? Well, this is what farmer could detect during the same period. The beginning of a trunk disease, which only revealed its symptoms in August 2022. We are also offering many other features like water stress zones to minimize water waste, low chlorophyll content for targeted fertilization and spraying, digital surface maps, navigation to problematic plants, and many more. And now let's talk about business. I mean, which are the markets we are providing solutions for, right? Well, first of all, we are addressing directly the farmer who, through our platform, can promptly identify stress and react. Our first crop is the grape. We initially focus on the 10 biggest wine-producing countries, and since establishment, 31 paying customers have used our technology to ensure sustainable agriculture. But our technology applies to any plant bearing leaves. So we're adding new crops. Only from soya beans, we can increase potentially in our serviceable available market by 7.5 billion euros. There are many players in the market, but no one until today is using thermal cameras powered by AI to provide early detection. Next, we're addressing agri-tech market like greenhouses, smart tractors, and spraying drones, which they can use our technology to enhance the product offering and provide complementary services to their customers. And finally, we are offering solutions for agricultural input companies. Together with their R&D department, we can help them to further develop and promote the effectiveness of the products and to improve the efficiency of the digital farming solutions. Directly or indirectly, we are helping growers finding ways to meet balance between global food security for an ever-increasing population while reducing environmental footprint amid climate crisis. We are looking to reach no poverty, zero hunger, and reduce inequalities by 2030. Farmer has received international recognitions and awards, and all this, of course, would not be possible without the competent and highly dedicated team which combines youth and experience. Our strategy going forward is to keep developing new technologies and new features so as to remain ahead of competition, to expand abroad and to go to the southern hemisphere to weather out seasonality, to work on integration like with agri-tech companies like greenhouses, agricultural input companies like Bayer, and with satellite companies like Albedo and Maxar, and of course to launch new crops. We are already testing our new crop agnostic AI for apples and sugar beets in Poland and for corn and soya beans in North Dakota. In order to implement our business plan, which is based on a very conservative assumptions, we are initiating our €1 million seeding round. So should you want to invest in an agri startup with a game-changing technology which creates an impact at scale, join us. Thank you very much for your time, and I'm ready for your questions.
Thank you. And could you share with us the latest achievement and the expected traction for this year and next year of Farm Air?
Achievements. Well, first of all, we have received all these awards and we are very, very proud and happy. Like in Bayer in 3 consecutive years, 2022 in Lyon, 2023 in Barcelona, and in the headquarters of Monheim this year. So we are continuing discussions for potential cooperation. In terms of our technology, we are very happy that we have already tested our new crop agnostic AI to Polish farms. We are completing now our program for apples and sugar beets. And of course, for corn and soya bean in North Dakota, US, under Grant Farm. So we will be able to launch our products to many more crops and weather out seasonality and increase our revenues. We have integrated also our input. Currently, we are using drones, commercial drones with thermal and digital cameras, but as an alternative, we are also testing receiving high-resolution thermal images from satellites. My co-founder is now has completed the first testing period with Maxar, a WorldView 3 satellite, and we are expecting also Albedo to launch the very low Earth orbit satellite next year. And he's writing a paper on that, so he can justify it. And of course, we have started integrating our technology in greenhouses, in a state-of-the-art greenhouse here in Greece called Intelligent Greek Crops with a brand name of Magic Garden. So this is also something very, very important as we believe climate crisis will force more crops to be developed through greenhouses. So in a nutshell, this is the developments that we are looking forward in terms of technology.
Mm-hmm. Thanks so much for your sharing. And next up, let's welcome Metalis. Welcome, Alex.
Thank you very much for your time.
Hello.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, can you see the presentation?
Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
Okay, should I start?
Please.
You may proceed.
Okay. So hello everyone, thank you for the invitation. My name is Alex. I'm the founder and the CEO of Metalis, which is the first tech product as a service platform in Greece. We brought the culture of leasing tech devices in the country in 2022. Sorry. So our mission and our vision is to give more and more businesses and individuals the opportunity to have access to cutting-edge technology. We want to empower circular economy and sustainability and boost local economies where retail shops and retail chains can easily board on our in-house developed B2B portal and increase their sales. The problem lies in the increasingly high costs and big upfront expenses of high-end devices, hence the unequal access to technology and the technological gap between businesses and individuals. Also, people who choose to buy a device usually through loans find at some point themselves paying for a long period a device that cannot cover their needs anymore. And of course, also purchased devices usually end up neglected and enjoy and increasing their waste. But now, via our leasing services, anyone can have access to high-end tech devices with no big upfront costs. It's a worry-free service, and we also give them flexibility, always access to the latest technology, and adaptability depending on their real needs. And of course, everyone can contribute now to the circular economy sustainability. About our sustainability impact, when we double every single smartphone device lifespan, we reduce CO2 emissions by 60 kilograms, and for lapses, we reduce CO2 emissions by 300 kilograms per device. Our even till to date is that we saved over 7 tons of CO2, and based on the statistics from our currently leased devices, we have saved by the end of the year more than 12 tons of CO2. There is a market and it is huge. Currently, it's more than 500 billion, and the next couple of years will surpass the 900 billion. The latest report about Greek market says that in 2023, only in the category of smartphones, approximately 2 million devices have been sold, generating more than 800 million in revenues. In the Balkan area and the neighboring countries that we aim to expand, there is also a huge market which generates a revenue of more than 12 billion annually. About the competition, there is indirect competition from big retail chains and shops, which have already approached us to cooperate because they realize that they can increase their sales without taking any risk by promoting the leasing services through our company. Also, Apple got into the game the last year, which is a strong confirmation for us that everything heading to the leasing solutions. There is also a local competitor which replicated our model 6 months after our launch, and it's B2B only. There are some major companies in Europe, like Grove and Arello, which they have raised an enormous amount of investments the last 5 years. Also, Greentech, which is a Romanian startup, raised an investment of 6 million. And as you see, a lot of investments are happening lately around this industry. Some significant and upcoming deals and partnerships are on the way. And also we managed to have in our clientele 4 big enterprises, which have leased combined more than 100 devices. About our growth since we got started, we started with a few hundred euros MRR. Today we have more than 20k euros MRR. And as you can see, the last 3 months since we got the investment, our growth increased. The contribution percentage to our revenue and the lease devices fleet for client type is 70% businesses and 30% individuals. And this is going to be the next year something like 80% business and 20% individuals. We have raised 200k euros from major investors. We have reinvested 360k euros from our own revenues. And before 3 months, we raised 1 million euros from a VC. In our 2.5 years of operation, we realized less than 3% defaults and less than 1% damages. Our renewal rate about our clientele is more than 80%. We have developed in-house our platform and B2B portal and all the software bundling, and we have mechanisms in place for credit score checking and to protect our devices and assets using MDM. Unit economics. The average monthly per device is 51.4 euros. The contribution margin is more than 60%, and the lifetime value per contract is 16 months. Our 2 main sources of revenue is by leasing a device or lease and sell the device, which can return back up to 300% through the years. Also, in short-term leasing, a device can return back up to 700% profit per year. There are also other revenue streams like premium packages, metal secure extensions, or penalty fees. About the team, we are small but a rocking team. I have a technical background as a software engineer. The co-founder has a financial background, and this company has been built and grew only by 2 people. Let me close this presentation by saying that we are not just another leasing company for tech devices. We're a movement in the making. We are building an ecosystem of value-added services with leasing at the epicenter. And we are asking about 3 million euros of debt, loan, or investment to dominate the Greek market, and 7 million to expand on the Balkans and the neighboring countries. Thank you very much for your time. I'm ready for any questions you may have.
Thank you, Alex. And could you please share what specific strategy is Metalis employing to ensure the successful integration of its tech products as a service platform within the Greek market?
Yeah, we have already educated and we managed to train the consumers that the leasing solution should be the #1 solution for them in order to have access to cutting-edge technology, in order to have flexibility, to get rid of big expenses, in order to be productive, in order to be able to innovate, because now they can have exactly the product, the technologies that they really need, and they are not compromising with mid-range or low-range devices. So we are solving a really significant problem.
Thank you. Thank you for your presentation and your answer. And following the insightful presentation from Alex, and we move on to Pricino's energy solutions.
Thank you. I'm closing my camera.
Thank you.
You can hear me.
We can't hear you.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Sorry.
Please.
Yes, let me put it up. Hope you can hear me okay.
That's fine.
Yes.
Let's already. Hope it's full screen. Still okay?
We can see. Yeah, please.
Nice. Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is George Prasinos, and I'm the founder and CEO of Prasinos Energy Solutions. We're a company based in Athens, Greece, and we have developed in-house a technology for energy storage, and we would like to enter the global energy market, having established partnerships both in Greece but also internationally. The issue that we have identified, which I'm pretty sure you're aware of, is that power quality is critical for all. There is a lot more renewable generation being added to the energy mix. We have solar, wind, a lot of intermittency in generation, which is difficult to balance. And we have also a lot of new technologies, such as electrification of transport and homes like heat. And all this together with something new for the networks is resulting in inefficiencies, expense, and more than often we see blackouts. Now, what we propose is a mechanical battery. It's based on the flywheel technology. It incorporates a novel rotor design never seen before on a flywheel system. It's a very high-powered device. It has 400 kilowatts per module, a response time of 20 milliseconds, so it's a very fast response, responding without any ramp-up times. Quite small in size, allowing 100% depth of discharge without any degradation over its full lifetime. And most importantly, it can be installed above ground. Now, this enables us to offer a standard container type configuration where we have 10 flywheels of 400 kilowatt each, resulting in 4 megawatt per 20-foot container. All of it, again, with a very fast response time of a 25-year lifetime with a small maintenance cycles every 7 years. And one of the most important features, it's a fully recyclable system because it's made entirely out of metal and recycled metal, which at the end of its life, we can recycle and reuse. We have some current traction at the moment. We have secured 4 pilot projects in Greece, with a 5th one pending in Japan. It's a total signed agreement of 8.7 million euros. And just for illustration here, one project, for example, is at an island, is a non-connected to the main grid island that has its own power generation substation, which it's suffering from a lot of blackouts over the years. And what we do there is we offer flexibility, more capabilities to incorporate more solar and more wind into the island. The other project is a remote location up in the mountains. We're going to fix the overvoltage issues that they have and reduce like the inefficiencies again of the system. While in Japan, we're working with a large corporation there for a UPS type of data center application. At the moment, we're looking for 5 million euros, half of which is going to be used as working capital to deliver our existing projects. And the other half is going to be used for us to set up our operations here in Greece. Now, there are companies out there, they have attempted before to do flywheels, there are some other operational, but compared to everybody else, our main advantage, which is what we see the customers or like interested in, is that we're half the cost per kilowatt, and that's installed capacity of our closest competitor. We believe that flywheels are part of the puzzle. We know that we need other technologies that all together are going to kind of drive us and enable these zero carbon targets that all the countries and all the governments have in mind. For this, we're working on a solution which is a hybrid solution where we have the flywheels acting in front, kind of delivering the fast response, high power capability with the batteries at the back of them, enable the longer duration of capacity of energy. So we believe kind of this configuration is going to be probably the winning one. And we want to kind of illustrate here that we work hand in hand with batteries technologies. The market, as you may be aware, is booming with super fast increase and kind of envisaged over the next couple of years. And a little bit on our business model, it is quite straightforward. We're a technology provider. We supply our technology to companies that provide electricity. And these companies then offer their services to network operators by getting revenues either from the balancing market or from auxiliary services. So as a company, what we do, we manufacture the systems, sell them, and receive a revenue from that, but also regain revenue from maintenance and just operation and management. As a team, we have like a wide knowledge and experience in the sector while working and also on electronics. And I would like to close off with our vision as a business that we would like to become an environmentally friendly mechanical battery solution provider, focusing on utility networks worldwide to help them improve reliability and operating costs. So yes, that's from us. Please, if you have any questions, happy to take them.
Thanks, Doc. And thanks for your presentation. And there's a question like, could you share about the key innovations of Prasinos energy solutions of flywheel technology that give it a competitive edge in the energy storage market? Maybe the cost?
Certainly. So it is, there are two elements actually. The first element is the cost, and we see this cost reduction because of how the flywheels are made. They're made entirely out of steel, and it is laminated steel. Essentially, the design approach and manufacturing approach is that if you take all the pieces and you let them drop, they all stack together very nicely. This allows us to have a much easier manufacturing process and production process, both in personnel required, but also in assembly time. And the material we're using is very common on the market. It is standard steel, nothing fancy, nothing complex, and this allows us to have a fantastic cost reduction. In addition to that, because all the units, as you see, they're modules, so the modules for them to operate in harmony together, so you have 10 modules in a container, many containers can be per installation. We have developed a software management system that allows us to have a very accurate and efficient control of each flywheel on the flywheel level, but also as a cluster. And this allows the customers to have a very good visibility and flexibility of how their assets can work. So these two things combined, it's something like quite novel and quite unique in our offering. And we believe we have a substantial kind of market opportunity. And this is what we've seen from the demand that we have for projects at the moment.
Thanks for your answer. And let's move into the next one. Let's welcome Pet Chef.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Yeah, let me share. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see the presentation.
Okay. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Tolis. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Pet Chef. What is Pet Chef? Pet Chef is a direct-to-consumer, human-grade pet food company. We do have a platform and an algorithm on the back end where a customer who is the pet owner can fill in the details about their pets, the breed, the size, the age, dietary needs, and using our algorithm can exactly know what are the needs, the food needs of their pet, and then we manufacture the specific product on satchels, and we flash freeze everything, and we deliver everything to the customer's door for their convenience. So how long is a dog supposed to live for? According to the Guinness World of Records, the oldest dog, like 31 years old, was only eating cooked food. So our goal and our plan is to transform the way we see pets, pet wellness, and this starts with food. Typically, all the major brands across the globe, they're using either low quality or harmful ingredients or synthetic chemicals. Pet Chef, we're only using human-grade ingredients without any preservatives, as you can see. We do have exceptional reviews from our customers at the moment, where they see changes on their daily energy levels or gastrointestinal improvements, or the dogs or cats' fur shining as well. But we're also proving that through blood tests. So we're seeing when dogs eat Pet Chef, we have a reduction in cholesterol levels, phosphatase, and lipemia, among other parameters. So we do have a subscription business model, basically, but you can also someone can also purchase a one-off item as well, and then we deliver it straight to your door. We started the company 2 years ago, and since then we do have every year we have the highest award across the pet awards, which is the gold one. So we're hoping in the future to get the same ones. So how's the pet market size in Europe? Official numbers show dogs and cats being above 230 million, actually, and the annual sales of pet food items and products are above 30 billion euros at the moment. What about the Greek market? The official numbers show around 1.4 million pets. The unofficial numbers, according to our vet network, is above 2 million pets that we do have in Greece at the moment. Although in Greece there are multiple pet food brands. These are all fall below three major brands: Mars, Nestle, and Colgate-Palmolive. So it's an illusion of a consumer choice in a way. And how do we match up against other competitors in the cooked pet food market in Greece? We dominated the market at the moment because we provide what no one else is providing, either being customization, lower prices, a substitution option, or a veggie option as well. But we're also keeping an eye on how other similar companies of ours are doing in the US, the UK, and Australia, which are typically 5 years ahead from Greece. So all these brands have raised hundreds of millions of dollars in the past 3-4 years because the market is going really, really well, and everybody's moving their pets from dry food to very healthy cooked food. So Pet Chef, what are like some typical numbers? So far, we have served almost 500,000 meals and 150 tons of food. So I give like some indicative numbers as well. Like last September 2023, we had a top line of 32,000 euros. We expect to finish to conclude September 2024 like at around 100,000 euros. So we do have a 12-month top line growth of above 3x. And this is also the same on the active dogs numbers, which are approaching more than 1,000 dogs for this specific month. Although we are a startup, we're like a brand new company. We're serving through direct to consumer. We're also trying out other methods to see what sticks actually. So we're using also our vet network through pet shops, also with pet affiliates and retail partners. We're gonna start end of this year and beginning of next year. And we're seeing very good traction on the B2B side, and also the vets and through vets proposing to their customers Pet Chef as well. So what is the plan for the next 2 to 3 years? Besides expanding, right now we're like only in Athens and Thessaloniki. We're planning to expand across the whole of mainland Greece and the islands. We're launching also new recipes for dogs, but also cats. We don't have cats so far, so we're launching the cat products in the next 2 months. We're like everything is ready to launch it, like all the recipes, the marketing plan across the board. So the base growth scenario for us is right now we're like at 100,000 euros a month. The idea is to reach around 300,000 to 400,000 euros a month next September, and then to approach to 1 million euros a month by 2026. It's simply like a numbers game. Typically, an average dog for us provides us with around 1,000 euros a year, let's say lifetime value. So we're like it's gonna be easy for us to expand like across Greece and like some other neighborhood countries as we see it. And then we also have like a CSR program will provide back to shelters and animal charities, either through donations or freshly cooked food. As I said earlier, we're launching cats in the next 2 months, and it's a small team. Actually, the company has like around 20 people, but the main team is like 3 people through operations and marketing, and that's it. So I'm open to questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Tolis, and so many cute pictures. And for the questions, could you share about the plans for international expansion and what markets are you maybe targeting next?
So that's a very, very good question, actually. Right now, like our production cost is quite low, so it's easier for us to expand in the Balkans, but we don't see like the appropriate fit right now. So there are discussions internally because it's going to happen by the end of next year or beginning of 2026 to either move into Western markets like Italy, where they have like 14 million dogs, or like major Eastern countries like Poland or Romania, where they do have a higher PPP actually and a quite large number of dogs. Or we're talking also about Dubai, where they do have 2 million pets, but they do not have no freshly cooked pet food company. So we're still in discussions, but there are like options out there we can actually start looking at quite closely. But this is going to happen, I guess, within Q2 next year.
Thank you, and hope everything goes well with your plan. And next up, please join me in welcoming ADR Point.
You're muted, Mr. Rudomis, you are muted. Please.
Hi. Let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Not yet.
Hold on a second.
No.
Now?
No.
Oh. Sorry. There's something wrong with the. Oops. We just this now you can see it, yes?
Yes.
You see a full screen? You can see it now?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, great.
Make it
Thank
full
you very
screen,
much.
please, if you can.
Sorry for this. Thank you for the invitation. We're about to present. We are in the dispute resolution sector, and we're going to present an eco-friendly online dispute resolution ecosystem for consumers and traders. What we observed is that the rise of e-commerce and digital marketplaces has led to an increase in disputes, and in our view, is the fastest growing industry. Billions of transactions, billions of consumers, and billions of disputes. Yet the resolution process that is offered by the traders remains outdated, and sometimes it feels very out of reach for the consumers. So what we have created with the endorsement and the cooperation of the European Commission of the European Union, we have created a user-centric conflict resolution ecosystem for consumers and traders. Because our basic philosophy is, if we buy with a click, then we should resolve with a click. What is the problem today? The consumer have a very low accessibility when he is faced with a problem. There are very high costs related to another procedure like going to court. There is a connection gap between the two parties, and the system efficiency is not very high because there are many incoming channels of complaints like phones, emails, and so on. There are long resolution times between the reporting of a problem and the solution of the problem, lack of transparency, and lack of personalized interest. So what we have done is we have created a very innovative consumer app whereby the consumer can send directly a complaint to a trader. The trader will receive it and manage it in his own cloud platform. And if these two parties do not find a solution, then they can escalate the case to an ADR body that is a neutral third party who will decide the case. There is a dual process, negotiation at first stage between the two parties, and then mediation. It covers all market sectors like telecommunications, energy, e-commerce, and so on. A huge advantage is that the trader and the consumer are directly connected to an official EU ADR body. The coverage of the app and the system is global, so that means that it includes all consumers, no matter where they reside or travel, and all traders, no matter where they are established or operate. And of course, it's very friendly as it reduces carbon dioxide from traveling to settling the problem or deforestation by the use of paper. Now, these are some of the slides, the screenshots of the app and the way the system works. Now, is there a demand for the system? Well, with 2.7 billion online shoppers, more than 26 million e-commerce stores, and 52 cross-border shoppers, and an amazing number of online shoppers who buy through smartphones, which reaches like 92% in China, online shoppers expect to resolve problems through digital mechanisms. Also, we have seen and researched that the complaint rates increase, and this is only normal because the transactions increase. Traders, marketplaces, and organizations are looking for ADR solutions to fast redress out of court. And the impact of not doing so is really huge. That is a loss of profits, loss of business, and loss of customer loyalty. Now, what is the market size? The market size is really huge. Where there is a trader, we are there. When there is a consumer, we're there. So we're talking about a limitless market. The growth potential also is huge because we are addressing something which never ends, that is disputes between parties who sell and buy things. The interest covered is also very long. Practically, it includes everything, but I need to stress out this is a business to consumer tool. And what is also important is the legislative reform that is about to come next year in the European Union, whereby they extend the geographical scope of the legislation, which means that also traders traders outside the European Union can register in this system, and also the traders will now have a duty to reply to complaints. So traders will need channels in order to manage this new need. Competition, according to our research, is very low. There is no similar system out in the market. Of course, there are systems that traders have, perhaps by email forms and so on, or phone calls that they can manage this sort of disputes. But an end-to-end service as the one we provide is non-existent in the market. So some strong selling points is that we're offering an end-to-end service to consumers, the simple interface, reduction of cost, prevention of negative reviews, easy management, and most importantly, the single entry point. The revenue streams, we are based on, we have a subscription-based model where traders and companies will pay an annual fee to use the platform. And then additionally, we charge per case fees to disputes that escalate to ADR. Also, there is the advertisement, always the advertisement level where traders can be advertised through the app. Now, actually, our funding resources are very low. We're seeking a very low amount just for further system upgrades, marketing, higher personnel, and operational costs. The system has been recently just launched in the market, and it's a very complete and ready system. So we don't need a huge amount to upgrade it. But we focus more on introduction requests. That is that we want to leverage any agreement with the investors to introduce us to large B2C companies to China, and in return of a profit share on the annual revenues. That's about it. I will be happy to take any questions you may have.
Thank you for your presentation. And you just mentioned your cooperation idea with China. And could you share with us the plan to penetrate the Chinese market?
Of course. Our platform is adaptable to multiple markets because this was designed, to go outside of the Greek borders. We are seeking local partnerships with major B2C companies like telecommunications, energy, big marketplaces, and so on. And we aim to localize our platform to the Chinese market by integrating it with local platforms. The idea of penetrating China for us is very attractive, and also for the large Chinese marketplaces, cooperating with an official EU ADR body adds credibility to the marketplace or to the company or to the e-shop for millions of European e-shoppers, in that they will feel safer to buy from companies outside Europe, knowing always that if something occurs during the transaction, there will be a European institution, an official EU institution that will handle the problem. And we think that this is a very valuable asset for companies in China. And of course, having said that, obviously we will cooperate with experts in China on the other end, and ensure compliance with what Chinese enterprises need in order to and ask for their help to navigate us in the market effectively.
Thank you for your answer. And finally, to conclude our series of presentations, we have Act 4 Energy.
Hello, everybody. My name is Vasilios Diamadis. I am an environmental engineer and co-founder of the spin-off company Act 4 Energy. During our 5 years of operation, we have become the leading consulting provider for biogas production facilities in Greece, and we are now aiming to expand our operations abroad. Today, I'm excited to introduce
I apologize.
Yes.
We can see the presentation is not uploaded. I don't know if you have uploaded your presentation.
Of course, it's uploaded, yes.
We cannot see your presentation.
Wait a minute. Let me do it again.
I cannot see it. Yes,
Now?
please. That's
Now?
Yadi, can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay.
Mhm.
So we have a problem. Yadi doesn't have a problem. Please go ahead, Mr. Diamandidis. I
Go
apologize.
ahead.
Please go ahead.
Thank you, no problem, no problem. So, today I will introduce how our innovative reverse osmosis business model is set to revolutionize water purification market. Global demand for clean water is rising, driving significant growth in the water purification market, which is expected to exceed $20 billion by 2030. However, traditional RO systems are often expensive, inefficient, and lack flexibility. Our business model offers a fresh alternative. What we do? We provide flexible financing options with solutions designed for sustainability. In addition, we offer a comprehensive service package that reduces downtime and operational costs for our customers. Our financing options include a pay-per-use model and a water-as-a-service subscription, as well as a lease-to-own option that allows customers to eventually own the system. What makes our approach innovative? First, we're making RO systems affordable and accessible by removing financial barriers. Our technology emphasizes on sustainable water use, and with guaranteed maintenance, customers benefit from reliable long-term system performance. Our solution is also highly scalable, adaptable to the needs of any client. Target markets include water-scarce residential areas, industrial sectors requiring high-purity water, and rural communities lacking reliable access to clean water. Especially for municipalities and rural communities, there is an upfront payment prior to system installation. Once installed, customers pay, for example, monthly according to water usage. Maintenance and monitoring costs are included. One of our success stories involves an industrial site in Greece, where our pay-per-use RO system reduced water costs by 60% and improved water access by 100%. Our system delivers both affordability and reliability to their operations. So far, we have successfully completed initial pilot programs with residential and local commercial businesses. Our next steps include scaling operations, expanding product development, and entering new markets. To achieve this, we are seeking 250,000 euros for scaling and an additional 500,000 to enhance R&D for our new RO technology. We are looking for partners to help us transform water access and build a more sustainable future. Thank you for your attention.
Thanks for your sharing. And for the question, what are the key challenges for energy faces in implementing the decentralized water solutions in remote or resource poor areas?
The most important issue to address this challenge is actually to develop a technology and local technology that will provide you an advantage compared to the competitors. So this is the most important issue to be addressed in any green tech or clean tech technology, especially if you focus on municipal and communities markets. This is very important.
Thanks for
We have already done similar projects. We have developed TRL7 and 8 biogas production technologies and air purification technologies with industry partners. So we have the experience to accomplish such projects.
So you have already done the similar projects
Yes.
in the past, right? Thanks for sharing about your project
Thank you very
experience.
much.
And wait a minute. And ladies and gentlemen, that will wrap up the 2024 VNext and inaugural Roadshow, the Greentech pitching session. And thank you once again for joining us. And if you want to review today's event or contact any company, please feel free to go to the VNext website or call us. And our contact info is just in the middle of the screen. And we will be happy to help you connect. Thanks again and see you next time.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
very
you.
much.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a nice
Thank you
day.
so much and have a nice day.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you.
Mhm.
This one.